नारायणाय ओम नमो 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 नारायणाय. Yes, respected friends, there we are, another beautiful day given to us by the Lord, telling us to utilize it to reach Him. Let us do our best. Our 5 activities today aimed at invoking the Parabrahma Krupa, Ishvara Krupa, Jagannatha Krupa, Devata Gana Krupa, Guru Gana Krupa, Shastra Gana Krupa, and to know and improve our all layers of personalities. Our Vedic chanting, then our common sense thought, then Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpas, then our Upanishad Mantra Ucharanam, then we'll do our Upanishad Adhyanam with Bhashyam. In that Vedic chanting, we are into the Rigveda Navama Mandalam, 97th mantra. It has got 58 mantras, 98 Anuvaka, 97, sorry. Let us revel in that. Om Athaveda Parayanam Rigvedaha Navama Mandalam Atha Saptanavatitam Anuvakadarabhya. Om Asya Presha Hemana Puyamano Devo Devevi Samapruktarasam Sutah Pavitram Paryetirebhan Mite Vasadma Pashumanti Hotha Bhadravastra Samanyavasano Mahan Kavir Nivacha Nishamsan Avachyasvachamboho Puyamano Vichakshano Jagruvir Devavitau Samupriyo Mrudyate Sano Avyeyashastaro Yashasam Klaito Asme Aviswaradhanva Puyamano Yuyam Pat Swastibhis Sadanaha Pragayatabhyarchama Devan Somam Hinot Mahate Dhanaya Swaduh Bhavate Ativaramavyamasidati Kalashan Devayurnaha Indur Devanamupasakhyamayan Sahasradarah Bhavate Madaya Nuvistavano Anudhama Purvamagannindram Mahate Saubhagaya Stotre Raye Haridarsha Punana Indram Mado Gacchatu Tevaraya Devairyahi Saratham Rato Acha Yuyam Pata Swastibhi Sadanaha Prakavya Mushaneva Bruvano Devo Devanam Janima Vivakti Mahivrata Shushivando Pavaka Pada Varaho Abhyetirebhan Prahamsa Trupalam Manyumachhamadastam Vrushagana Ayasu Angushyam Pavamanam Sakhayo Durmarsham Sakam Pravadanti Vanam Sarahanta Urugayasya Jyotim Vruta Kridantam Mimatena Gavaha Parina Sankrunote Tigma Shrungo Diva Harirdadrushe Naktam Rujraha Indurvaji Bhavate Gonyogha Indre Soma Saha Invavanmadaya Hantiraksho Badate Paryaratirvarivaha Krunvan Vrujanasya Raja Athadharaya Madhva Pruchanastiro Roma Bhavate Adri Dugdhaha Indurindrasya Sakhyam Jushano देवो देवस्य मत्सरो मदाय अभिप्रियाणि भवते पुनानो देवो देवान् स्वेन रसेन पृञ्चन् इन्दुर्धर्मान् ऋतुथावसानो दशक्षिपो अव्यतसानो अव्ये वृषाशोणो अभिकनिक्रदग्धा दद्गा नदयन्नेति पृथिवीमुतद्याम इन्द्रस्येव वग्नुरा शृण्व आजौ प्रचेतयन्नर्षति वाचमे माम रसाय्यः पयसा पिन्वमान ईरयन्नेषि मधुमन्तमंशं पवमानः सन्तनिमेषि कृण्वन्निन्द्राय सोम परिषिच्यमानः एवापवस्वमधिरो मदायोदग्रावस्य समयन् वधस्नैः परिवर्णं भरमाणो रुषन्तं गव्युर्नो अर्ष परिसोमसिक्तः जुष्ट्वेन इन्दो सुपदा सुगानुर्न्युरौ पवस्व परिवांसि कृण्वन् घनेव विश्वक्दुरितानि विघ्नन्न धिष्णुना धन्वसानो अव्ये वृष्टिन्नो अर्षदिव्यां जिगत्नुमिळावतिं शङ्गयीं जीरदानुं सुक्तेव भीता धन्वा विचिन्वन् बन्धूगं रिमा अवरा इन्दो वायोन ग्रन्थिं नविष्यग्रथितं पुनानरुजं च गातुं वृजिनं च सोमा हत्यो न क्रदो हरिरानुजानो मर्यो देवधन्व पस्त्यावान् जुष्टो मदाय देवतात इन्दो परिष्णुना धन्वसानो अव्ये सहस्रधारः सुरभिरदब्धः परिस्रव वाजसातौ नृषह्ये रश्मानो ये रथा अयुक्ता अत्यासो न ससृजानास आजौ एते शुक्रासो धन्वन्ति सोमा देवासस्ताग उभयाता बिबध्यै एवान इन्दो अभिदेववीतिं वरिस्रवनभो अर्णश्चमूषो सोमो अस्मभ्यं काम्यं बृहन्तं रयिं ददातु वीरवन्तमुग्रं तक्षद्यधीमनसो वेनतो वाग्ज्येष्ठस्य वा धर्मणि क्षोरनीके आदिमायन्वरमावावशानाजुष्टं पदिं कलशे गाव इन्दुं प्रदानुदो दिव्योदानुपिन्वरुतं मृताय भवते सुमेधाः धर्मा भुवद्वृजन्यस्य राजा प्ररश्मिभिर्दशभिर्भारि भूम पवित्रेभिः पवमानो नृचक्षा राजा देवानामुतमर्त्यानाम् द्विता भुवद्र युवतीरयीणामृतं भरत्सुभृतं चार्विन्दुः अर्वागम् इव श्रवसे साधिमच्छेन्द्रस्य वायोरभि वीतिमर्ष सनः सहस्रा बृहतीरिशोधा बभा सोम द्रविणो वित्पुनानः देवाव्योहनः परिशिच्यमानाः क्षयं सुवीरं धन्वन्तु सोमाः आयज्यवः सुमतिं विश्ववाराहोतारो न दिव्यजो मन्द्रतमाः एवा देवदेवता ते भवस्व महे सोमप्सरसे देवपानः महश्चिद्दिश्मसि हिताः समर्ये कृदिनुष्ठाने सुष्ठाने रोदसी पुनानः अश्वो नो क्रदो वृषभिर्युजानः सिंहो न भीमो मनसो जभीयान् अर्वाचीनैः पतिभिर्ये रजिष्ठा आभवस्व सौमनसन्न इन्दो शतन्धारा देवजाता असृग्रन् सहस्रमेनाः कवयो मृजन्ते इन्दो सनित्रं दिव आपवस्व पुर एतासि महतो धनस्य दिवो न सर्गा अससृग्रमह्नां राजानमित्रं प्रमिनाति धीरः पितुर्न पुत्रः क्रतुभिर्यथा न आपवस्व विषे अस्या अजीतिम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. It's a big one. It will take 5 more minutes. 30 are there. चलो. प्रतेधारा मधुमतीरसृग् रन्वारान्यत्पूतो अत्येष्यव्यान् पवमान पवसेधामगोनां जज्ञानः सूर्यमपिन्वो अर्कैः अनिक्रददनुपन्थामृतस्य शुक्रो विभास्यमृतस्य धाम स इन्द्राय भवसे मत्सर्वान् हिन्वानो वाचं मतिभिः कवीनाम् दिव्यः सुपर्णो वचक्षि सोमपिन्वन्धाराः कर्मणा देववीतौ एन्दो विषकलशं सोमधानं क्रन्दन्निः सूर्यस्योपरश्मिम् तिस्रो वाच ईरयति प्रवह्निर्ऋतस्य धीतिं ब्रह्मणो मनीषाम् गावो यन्ति गोपतिं पृच्छमानाः सोमं यन्ति मतयो वावशानाः सोमं गावो धेनवो वावशानाः सोमं विप्रामतिभिः पृच्छमानाः सोमः सुतः पूयते राज्यमानः सोमे अर्कास्तिष्ठुभः संसवन्ते एवानः सोम परिषिच्यमान आपवस्व पूयमानः स्वस्ति इन्द्रमाविशबृहतारवेण वर्धया वाचं जनया पुरन्धिम् आजागृविर्विप्र ऋतामथेनां सोमः पुनानो असदच्छमोषो सपन्ति यं मिथुनासो निकामो तद्वर्यवो रतिरासः सुहस्ताः सपुनान उपसूरेण धातोभे अप्रारोदसी विष आवह प्रिया चिद्यस्य प्रियसास ऊती सतूदनं कारिणेन प्रयंसतो सवर्धिता वर्धनः पूयमानः सोमो मीढ्वा अभिनो ज्योतिषावीत् येनानः पूर्वे विदरपदज्ञाः स्वर्विदो अभिगा अद्रिमुष्णन् अक्रान् समुद्रः प्रथमे विधर्मं जनयन् प्रजाभुवनस्य राजा वृषा पवित्रे अधिसानो अव्ये बृहत् सोमो वावृते सुवान इन्दुः महत्तत्सोमो महिषश्चकारापां यद्गर्भो वृणीत देवान् अदधादिन्द्रे पवमान ओजो जनयत् सूर्ये ज्योतिरिन्दुः मत्सि वायुमिष्टये राधसे च मत्सि मित्रावरुणा पूयमानः मत्सि शर्दो मारुतं मत्सि देवान् मत्सिद्या वा पृथिवी देव सोमा ऋजुः पवस्व वृजिनस्य हन्ताः पामी वां बाधमानो मृधश्च अभिश्रीणन् पयः पयसा भिगोनामिन्द्रस्य त्वं तव वयं सखायः मध्वः सूदं पवस्व वस्व उत्सं वीरञ्च न आपवस्वाभगं च स्वदस्वेन्द्राय पवमान इन्दोरयिञ्च न आपवस्व समुद्रात् सोमः सुतो धारयात्यो न हित्वा सिन्धुर्न निम्नमभि वाज्यक्षाः आयोनिं वन्यमसदत्पुनानः समिन्दुर्गोभिरसरत्समद्भिः एषस्य ते भवत इन्द्र सोमश्च मूषुधीर उशते तपस्यान् स्वरचक्षा रतिरः सत्यशुष्मकामो नयो देवयतामसर्जि एष प्रत्नेन वयसा पुनानस्थिरो वर्पांसि दुहितुर्दधानः वसानः शर्म त्रिवरोत्समप्सु होते वयाति समनेषु रेवन् नूनस्त्वं रतिरो देव सोमपरिस्रवचम्बोः पूयमानः अप्सु स्वादिष्टो मधुमारुता वा देवो नयः सविता सत्यमन्मा अभिवायुं वीत्यर्षा गृणानोऽभिमित्रावरुणा पूयमानः अभीसरं तिजवनं रथेष्टामभेन्द्रं वृषणं वज्रबाहुम् अभिवस्त्रासु वसनान्यर्षाभिधेनोः सुदुगाः पूयमानः अभिचन्द्राभर्तवेनो हिरण्याभ्यश्वान् रथिनो देवसोम अभिनो अर्षदिव्या वसून्यविश्वा पार्थिवा पूयमानः अभियेन द्रविणमश्नवामाभ्यार्षेयं जमदग्निवन्नः हया पवा भवस्वैना वसूनिमाश्चत्व इन्दो सरसि प्रधन्व रत्नश्चिदत्र वातो न जूतः पुरुमेदश्चित्तकवे नरं दात् उत न एनापवया भवस्वादिश्रुते श्रवायस्य तीर्थे षष्टिं सहस्रा नैगुतो वसोनि वृक्षं न भक्वं धूनवद्रणाय महिमे अस्य वृषनाम शूषेमाश्चत्वे वा पृशने वावदत्रे अस्वापयन्निगुतस्नेहयच्चापामित्रागम् अपाचितो अचेतः सन्त्री पवित्रा विदितान्येष्वन्येकन्दावसि पूयमानः असि भगो असि दात्रस्य दातासि मघवा मघवद्भ्य इन्दो एष विश्ववित्पवते मनीषी सोमो विश्वस्य भुवनस्य राजा द्रप्सा ईरयन् विदथेष्विन्दुर्विवारमव्यम् समयाति याति इन्दुं रिहन्ति महिषा अदब्धाः पदे रेवन्ति कवयो न गृध्राः हिन्वन्ति धीरा दशभिक्षिपाभिः समञ्जते रूपमपां रसेन त्वया वयं पवमानेन सोमभरे कृतं वीचिनुयाम शश्वत तन्नो मित्रो वरुणो मामहन्तामदितिः सिन्धुः पृथिवी उत द्यौः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. It's a big one, but good. We have enjoyed it. Right, friends. Today in our common sense thought, just two things quickly. Narayana. First one is, in this world, plenty of people are there of various types. All the four categories we can think about. One category is absolutely zero intelligence about the world and worldly affairs, worldly achievements, etc. As well as absolutely zero intelligence regarding the spirituality also. Just now they might have come from the Pashu Yoni to the Manushya Yoni. ऐसे हम estimate imagine कर सकते. There are again some people who are very good at lot of worldly things, intelligences, activities, plans, programs, aims, ambitions, even works and achievements. But absolutely zero spiritually. है ना? Then there is a third category of the people, the other way around. Those who are spiritually in a very, very evolved, good position. But then, as regard the world and worldly things are concerned, they may be at very, very low ebb. And then, obviously, the fourth category are those who are highly excellent, exceedingly excellent, both in the worldly general knowledges, informations, understandings, and what's happening in the world. They even can guess and imagine some of the things that are going to happen because of their analytical brain about, wonderful. Like America, what will be its next step against the BRICS? Can he afford to do that in the long run? Will it help US, America, or will it destroy it? What is the stand of these BRICS nations? Nations, you know, are they correct in their way? Isn't it? So they can think after 40, 30 years, क्या होगा? इंटेलिजेंस भाई लोगों का दिमाग शार्प होता है कुछ कुछ चीजों में है ना some are many things stock market you ask them national international they will tell you war affair between the nations they can tell you so many things which country will dominate after 10 years in which field they will tell you I know in this economy this country will dominate or in this what you call warfare and all this country science and technology में ये country करेगा leading the world this country will be there so they have very good sharp brain of analysis and trends whatever you call it so too good in spirituality also they are it's a wonderful thing now in among them the very rare are so who can achieve this fourth feat therefore they are exceptions so those exceptional things if we keep aside among the other three what is the best think about it you know and so simple an answer out of these three depending on our abilities capacities opportunities timings that are available even though for its personal belief for myself you may or may not agree with it even though we are not that much smart intelligent in this world to defeat to achieve etc the people etc still if spiritually we are sound wherein the tattva jnana the bhagavad jnana The Jiva Jagat Ishvara Sambandha Jnana, the Bandhana Jnana, the Moksha Jnana, the Sadhana Jnana, the preparation Jnana. If we are sound in all these things, I believe that's a better choice. Because without this spiritual knowledge at all, how much ever we succeed in the world, we know the final outcome of it. Everything will be taken away from our hands because it has to shift into somebody else's responsibility. So कितना भी करो हमारे हाथ में नहीं रहता. हाँ, there may be a satisfaction that when I was in my prime time, I have done my best in contributing to the world in this or that field. मजा आता है, good. But then we will be left empty only. But whereas if we have made our life sound spiritually, there is no emptiness, it's a fullness. And we have the job all the time in our hands of doing sadhana and evolving continuously. We are always busy. So beautiful it is. Even after reaching the ultimate, also we can become again the servants in the hands of the Lord to serve the world in that most beautiful field of Adhyatmikata. So therefore, the idea is what? If at all in the worldly things, if you are not that much intelligent or matured and always are lagging behind, so many people around us, people are much younger than us in age, but how much of the worldly things they know? Oh, so much. मेरा दामाद स्वामी जी वो इतना जानता है, मेरा भांजा इतना जानता है, मेरा पोता तोता इतना जानता है about the world. Don't feel bad about at all that. Good that mind is not lost in so many of them. How much of the spirituality you know? That I come to class regularly, I know better than them. Now comparison to chhod do. Do you know or not spiritual? Then very good, you are healthy. You are correct, you are on the path. And seek this only more and more. In that जितना भी कॉम्पीट करो जितना भी डिफीट करो दूसरों को कॉन्कर करो what is the use of all that? It's again, we defeat someone, somebody comes and defeats us. We occupy somebody's chair, somebody else comes and occupies. See that suppression in that China, how much they were suppressed from last 20, 25 years by this fellow, that is the same people of the same party. They want to kick him away and they want to occupy. Because that is how it is. And see the saddest mental mind of him, frustrated. Mental हो गया पागल खाने में जाएगा मेरे को लगता. Because the communism, no spirituality, no humanity, no positive divine values. Only I have to develop country, I have to develop myself, and for that everybody, anybody, I will cheat using all my power, intelligence. काय का जिंदगी है? Same USA you see, the next dictator. How funny it is. Within our nation also. There are some people, some parties, some कितना occupy करके what are you going to achieve except the scar in the history? Isn't it? As the people are finding the originality of the people at the time of freedom struggle, तुम्हारा ओरिजिनलिटी भी 50 साल के बाद लोगों को पता चलेगा. What can be hidden बताओ in this world and history? So why all of that? So silently अपना आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान पाओ, साधना करो, आगे बढ़ो. And in that there is the highest contribution to the world. When we talk about contribution to the world, what's the meaning in contributing to the world materialistically? Batao. And what we can do anyway, the world is running in that direction only. And while going in the direction, how much destructive they are becoming towards themselves, towards others, towards totality, towards the prakriti. उसमें और हमको क्या मदद करना है बताओ. They are self-sufficient. Spirituality is the most beautiful, covetable, harmless thing and the highest one. So excel in that. है ना? How many novels written by how many authors I studied? उससे बढ़िया how many Bhagavan Adi Shankara's granthas we studied? How many Puranas we studied? How much of Bhagwan Vyasa's literature we studied. How many of the Upanishads we have gone? This is a good question. This is a good achievement, isn't it? How many people of the world I know, worldliness I know, my friendship. Instead of that, how many of the saints and sages and Mahatmas I visit, I take their guidance and blessings. How many Devata Rupas I'm in touch with through the Upasanas, through the Japa, through the Stotra, through the Prarthana. ये सारे अच्छे कैलकुलेशन हैं, अच्छे अकाउंटिंग है, good what do you call deposits they are, good balances rather than the other one. So therefore, if in the worldly things we are not so fast, people are in this generation technologically so fast, so advanced they are. You know, the computers when they use AI, आजकल क्या है नहीं पता मुझे, that they use so many other things, सेल फोन स्मार्टफोन जो जो कह ठीक है जितना जरूरत है जिंदगी में उतना, but more than that it's always good if we grow spiritually. हाँ, दोनों में जीरो होना भी ठीक नहीं है फिर. If you cannot do at all spirituality, at least stand in the world properly with your knowledge, with your efforts and achievements. It's okay. But that is not the best. The best one is, though the fourth one, that we are excel in both, but it is only exceptional, non-practical. And it's only to say in the words that we can balance both. Otherwise, one is enough, that is spirituality. Aim at growing in that. As regards world contribution is concerned, let the Lord decide it, what should happen through us, isn't it? Unko chhod do. When He finds us layak, He will use us wherever He wants to. But then, our goal from our side, our conscious effort from our side, our desire should be only for our adhyatmika pragati. It's a healthy one, it's a fulfilling one, it's a good one. We are going towards the reality, towards the truth in its purest form. Nothing wrong in it, all right in it. So be more and more in this. No need to compete with others, compare with others, and say, Swamiji, the old man of same age like me, but how fast he is in all the worldly things. मैं तो बहुत कम हूँ उनसे compare करो. He talks every subject. Does he talk spirituality also? That he doesn't know. What about you? Yeah, I know. Good. You are safe. Isn't it? He is only into the pravritti marga of endlessness and destruction. उसमें कोई अंत नहीं होता. It only drags you. And there is the strengthening of the ego continuously. No, that ego strengthening will always try to win over. And when you try to win over, we always try to defeat others. In that effort to defeat, we fall to any type of negativity. And that has its own karma phala, na? अब उतने में क्यों जाते हो? इसमें का ना ईगो है ना कोई other wants are there. Is so beautiful. Just trying to realize the essential truth with the reality. How nice it is. So therefore, in today's common sense thought, one, excel in spirituality. That's always better. Use all the resources, abilities, intelligences that are there, mainly the time only for this. है ना, दिमाग को शास्त्र अध्ययन करने में यूज करो, दिल को भगवान के भक्ति करने में यूज करो, उपाधियों को भगवद उपासना सेवा करने में यूज करो. That is always advised. We don't see in any of our scriptures telling us we leave spirituality and excel in the world and worldly affairs. On the other hand, the people who have done so well and excelled in the world outside, the big kings or scientists or traders or all of them, they left all of that, they came to spirituality. स्पिरिचुअलिटी को छोड़कर वर्ल्डी में जाकर वर्ल्डी बनने वाले कोई है ही नहीं. एक आध हैं, so they are shown as a wrong example, not the correct example. It's not example of the correct thing. On the other hand, how many kings, how many of the otherwise so many great achievers, finally they took up to Adhyatmikata only. Even in the West, the great so-called scientists, the Einsteins, the Pythagoras, finally they have become spiritual only. The Newtons, etc., if you see towards the fag end of their life, they have turned towards Adhyatmikata in their own way. So therefore, if you are already interested in the Adhyatmikata, understand it is the special grace and blessings and excel in that. Don't drag yourself down to the worldly level by comparing with others that they are so great in the worldly things. बुद्धू रहो वर्ल्डली थिंग्स में कोई गल नहीं स्पिरिचुअलिटी में अच्छी तरह आगे बढ़ो दैट्स गुड दैट डजंट मीन दैट वी आर एब्सोल्युटली बुद्धू वी डोंट नो एनीथिंग कॉमन सेंस भी नहीं है बट टू बी सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट व्हाट्स मिनिमम रिक्वायर्ड लेट अस नो दैम इनफ बाकी सब हमारा दिन पूरा इन आवर मेनली द उपनिषद अध्ययन trying to deeply understand through the Upanishads about the truth. Then the time is spent in contemplating as to how to reach it, planning ourselves and doing our best, understanding where do we go wrong, setting ourselves again. In this way, enjoy the life. One. This is one point. Krishna Vasudeva. Second point is what? Same we talk about again intelligence. You know? Any type of thinking and understanding. Second point I am discussing now. First is over. Any type of thinking, understanding, our own inner discussion and decision, which leads to quietening of our mind, calming down of our mind is always better than uh, the effort of trying to prove ourselves to the world, thereby disturbing our mind. World is so funny and our prarabdhas also are so funny. In what way the world approaches us at what time we don't know. And in how many situations we try to prove ourselves, Batao? In how many places we try to win over the people? And from how many people we keep on asking for the favors and ask them to remember us, do help to us. ये सारा सरदर्द है वो उसका कोई एंड नहीं होता and people always have better choices than us. Think about it, catch it. Are we the only Tismar Khan in the world, Batao? Are we the only greatest fellow? No, no. People are always observant. So when they find people more greater than us in every or any of the aspects of their need or choice, they tend towards them. Just like when they came to us, they found us to be better. Isn't it? From somewhere they came to us. So when they find people better than us, they go there. Welcome that. And the idea is what? All the time, never allow the bitterness of any sort to happen in the mind. Like the servants. Example, or driver. 15 साल वो मेरे पास नौकरी किया उसने अब मेरे को छोड़ के गया वहां जा रहा है अभी isn't it? This is how we always worry about friends or about our subordinates or the servants दुखी होते हैं. Sometimes children, many a times our own siblings. What is should be the attitude? Attitude से पहले what should be the goal? Goal is only one always. My mind should not be disturbed. My ego should not be popped up. That's it. अहंकार का उत्थान नहीं होना है मन का डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं होना फर्स्ट डिसाइड कि दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव टू अचीव फाइनली टू अचीव दिस वट एवर द थिंकिंग इज करेक्ट थिंकिंग सो इन दिस केस ऑफ दैट सर्वेंट लेफ्ट हैंड वेंट लेट अस से तो इंस्टेड ऑफ सेइंग कि 15 साल गधा मेरे साथ था अब चला गया इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट बी हैप्पी दैट 15 years he served good no see the change in the thought how much solace it gives when that fellow was with you 15 years you were comfortable खुश हो जाओ ना उसके लिए अभी तक second what he has gone somewhere means somewhere he was either not satisfied with me, or found some better conveniences there for whatever reason. उसको दिया गया क्वार्टर या घर अच्छा होगा, या मे बी सैलरी इज मोर, और फॉर हिज अदरवाइज ग्रोथ देयर विल बी मोर अपॉर्चुनिटीज. कुछ भी रीजन हो सकता है ना. द ओनली रीजन देयर आर स्पिरिचुअल थिंकिंग रीजन कहो तो विथ यू इज प्रारब्ध इज ओवर, विथ somebody else is प्रारब्ध starts now, isn't it? And as it was not permanent with us, so it not permanent there also. It will continue. So instead of feeling bitter inside and cursing outside, we can feel satisfied, happy, that good that so many years they were with me. Now, wherever he goes, let him be well, let him be better, let him be taken care. As I was taking care of him, let the other fellow take care of him better than me. वो खुश हो जाए. अब देखो ये आदत हमको ऐसे बनानी है जैसे हर एक चीज को नेगेटिव बनाने का, लेने का हमने आदत बनाया, and create that pus in us, create the pain in us, and feel that we are an ego hero. All that nonsense, let us drop it. So too with the friends, so too with the partners, isn't it? Nobody is permanent with anybody. We all know that for many, many reasons. Whoever are with us, especially the people or the opportunities, make best use of them honestly. With all our good efforts and honesties also, if it is a destiny, people will leave us and go. Mainly we suffer because of people, with their seeming disloyalties, breaking the trusts, etc. In the flow of the time, so many things keep on happening. Nothing should be important. Protect our mind. Don't allow it to enter into guilt or regret or sadness or misery. Isn't it? So too, don't think that we are so great or special. No, we are a tiny, small speck in the whole universe. Whole earth is a speck in the whole universe. On that earth, we are a dust particle only. ऐसा कुछ भी हमारे यहाँ स्पेशल नहीं. अब पीपल विल लिव, बिग बिग पीपल ओनली. भगवान राम को लोग छोड़ के जाते हैं, कृष्ण को लोग छोड़ के, संत महात्माओं को लोग छोड़ के जाते हैं. What that Mahatma should see is, hope there is no mistake from their side. Like I also have to see that there are no mistakes from my side. After that, even with my best of attitude, services, love, if the people do not trust me or are with me early, then what can you do? Don't worry. Always be in that proper thinking and understanding by which the mind is not disturbed. There is no precipitation mainly of any of the raga or dvesha towards anybody. ये अंडरलाइन करो. ना दुख होना है, ना किसी को कर्ज करना है, ना हमारा ईगो हर्ट होना है. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, कोई राग और द्वेष उत्पन्न नहीं होना हमारे माइंड में. एनी थिंकिंग एंड एनी कंक्लूजन which helps us in this way, it is correct. Ego should not be precipitated. Bitterness towards the people should not happen. Feeling of dejection, disappointment, misery should not come, and don't form any special raga and dvesha to anyone. No need. Protect our antakarana. Finally, our outer swadharma, our inner paramadharma. These two should alone reign our hearts, should alone rule our hearts all the time. Baki, the situations, the beings, the happenings, they keep on changing. जिंदगी में एक समय होता है wherein we are in the limelight, we are on the forefronts, we are the boss, we are the decision maker, we are the leaders. So many things happen around us with us. But nothing is permanent in this world. So a time comes where the others replace us. Situations will not be as they were earlier. Isn't it? Sometimes we may be even left all alone too. That's also part of the game of life. At every situation wherever I am placed, what best I have to do, focus uspe karo bas. Isn't it? When you are with 100 people, what best you can do? When you are all alone, what best you can do? When there are thousand activities around, what best we can do? When no activity is given, what best I can do for myself? In this way, keep that mind in the cool atmosphere, calm atmosphere, non-disturbed, unagitated mode. सब भगवान कर रहे हैं, सब चलता है, सब ठीक है, isn't it? जिंदगी कोई. And then what I am doing today, with my honesty, with my purity of intentions, knowledges, without any impurities, maintain that. You know, that will turn towards the Lord. Our goal is Paramatma. At any cost again, never aim the goal of winning in the world or becoming important in the world. They are the byproducts of our inner spiritual sadhana if the world needs or if the God wants. Even that's not permanent. What's permanent is our inner journey, our inner reaching, and our inner establishment. In the goal reached, अब उसी पे फोकस रखो. बाकी all the things of the outer worldly things, as it is said by that Bhagavat, not that Skanda Purana, में we have seen, you know, even this कांगुसुंडी का भी डिटेल तो नहीं बताया, बट स्कंद में पूरा बताया. Wow, beautiful it was. 4 days before we studied. He says, in my all earlier lives, I was Vidyadhara, I was the Devata, I was Gandharva, I was Yaksha, I was Kinnara, I was in Urdhva Lokas, in the Manushya Loka also, I was a king many a times. सारा वो लिस्ट देते हैं. इट वॉज सो फैंटास्टिक. पढ़ो आप ऐसे चीजों को, बहुत दिमाग खुल जाता है जो जरूरी है. So that's how it was in the past. Future also it will be like that, depending on what we do in the present. And for us in the future, only one thing is worthy of seeking. That's inner transformation, inner evolution, inner realization. That's it. अब वर्क टुवर्ड्स इट, वो अद्भुत है, वो सबसे महान. बाकी सारा परमात्मा देवेंगे, फिर he will take it also. The situations will come and they go. And one of the thing also, the mistakes will happen, shortcomings will be there. So that all shows that we have just started our journey. So learn from them, learn from others also, beautify the personality, improve upon the performances, be on that job. Isn't it? जो हमारे अंदर के दोष है तो निकाल के फेंक दो उनको. जो जरूरत वाले गुण है, that too, which helps us spiritually, invoke them, keep on traveling. That's it. So the second thought is any thinking, analysis, decision about the outer worldly happenings on situations and people by which our ego is not hurt, our mind is not disturbed, we are not feeling bitter towards anyone, there is no precipitation of raga dvesha. On the other hand, the mind is seeing everything positive. That is the right way of living life. This is how we have to protect our mind in this world and be inspired when good people are there around. Be sympathetic if we see the people who are bad than us, worse than us, and towards ourselves, all the time on the mission of removing the negative, replacing them with the positive, removing the worldliness, replacing it with the spirituality. Like yesterday in the Aptakama Swarupasya, Swarupam Ahamivaham, we have seen, replace the worldly desires by spiritual desires, worldly pursuits by the spiritual pursuits, worldly thoughts by the spiritual thoughts. Ab busy raho usme, mauja hi mauja hai. So these are the two things we thought of discussing today. ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Om Vidita Shastra Sudha Jalade Mahitopanishad Kathitartha Nidhe Hrudaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Brahmanandam Parmasukadam Parabrahmane Shruti Matre समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सनातन धर्म संस्थापना संस्थापकानां विजयः राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिरादि पुनर्वाप्ति देश निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादि तेन भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः विश्व सुसंप्रतिष्ठास्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म सफलता अर्थे कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अध्ययनं पारायणं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थम् ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं पारायणार्थेत षष्ठोऽध्यायः सिक्स्थ चैप्टर chant 21 22 23 with this round of parayana of this upanishad is over start om तपः प्रभावात् देवप्रसादाच्च ब्रह्मः श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् अत्याश्रमिभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यग् ऋषिसङ्गजुष्टं वेदान्ते परमं गुह्यं पुरा कल्पे प्रचोदितं न प्रशान्ताय दातव्यं न पुत्राय शिष्याय वा पुनः यस्य देवे परा भक्तिः यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्यैते कथिता ह्यर्थाः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः इति ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 इति श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषत् Parayana is done. Now the study of 18th mantra we have to do. 17th we have seen Hrida Manisha Manasa Avikruptaha Ya Etat Viduho Amritaha Te Bhavanti. Most meaningful, important mantra and the Bhashya also. The Hrida means Neti Neti with the help of Sakshi Bhava. Manisha means this is Purushartha, this is not Purushartha, this is Bandha, this is Moksha, this is Atma, this is Anatma. That Viveka is called as Manisha. Then what is the Manasa Avikluptaha? So beautifully it is said, Vichara Sadhya Ekatva Jnana. Manasa means the Jnana, the Ekatva Jnana, which is understood earned only through vichara. So vichara sadhya ekatva jnana is manasa. Nityanitya vivekadi nirantara is manisha. Then by remaining the sakshi, saying neti neti to everything, anatma is called as hrida. These are the three sadhanas. Ya etad vidhu te amrata bhavanti. Through this process, whoever know that Brahman, they become immortal. Now, who can do the above said sadhanas? Not everyone, but everyone who prepare themselves. That's why Bhashyakara gives more special importance to this fourth line. Ya etad viduhu amritaha te bhavanti. Ya etad viduhu te amritaha bhavanti. Ye etad viduhu te amritaha bhavanti. Whoever know this Brahman, they become immortal. So every word of this last line is valued by him, respected by him, and commented by him out of his love and compassion for us, the students. First, ye, who are they? Who can do the above three said? Hrida Manisha Manasa Vikruptaha. Who can do them? Those who are sadhana chatushtaya sampanna adhikarinaha is equal to sannyasinaha. Sadhana chatushtaya sampada obtainment itself is sannyasitva. Once you got sadhana chatushtaya sampada, in which the fourth one is mokshuta, what do you have to gain in this world? There is nothing. Then take up sannyas, isn't it? These type of things, like we have decided to rent house this area. No more you are worry about where to go, where to stay. Or you make your own house, or buy this car. Okay, abhi, your dimag stops unnecessary brooding or thinking. यहाँ भी once we have decided through mumukshata to know the self, why worry about the world? So give up everything. That giving up is sannyas. Therefore, ye means whoever they are. And who are they? The qualified ones. What are the qualification? Sadhana chatushtaya sampada as well as sannyasi. So ye is said. Then etat viduhu, knowing this Brahman, the above said thing so far. Then how one knows it? Again, he'll have to tell us. He wants to tell us. We go to the Guru, and from the Guru we listen the Tattvamasya Mahavakya, and through the contemplation on the Lakshyartha of that Tattvamasi Mahavakya, that we become Viduhu, the knowers of this truth. So see that this one para mein sare tayariya sadhanaye bata rahe. That's why etat means Tattvamasyadi Vakya Pratipadya Eka Rupam Akhanda Eka Rasam iti. Etad means this Paramatma. Which is that Paramatma? Eka Rupam Akhanda Eka Rasam. That which is one without second, homogeneously and of the nature of bliss. Rasa means bliss. Eka means one without second. Akhanda means unbroken. So the continuous, unbroken, one without second is the nature of the self, also the rasa, the anand. Etad means this self. Viduhu means knowing. How do you know it? Only through Tattvamasi Mahavakya. And naturally, Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha is given to us by the Guru. So therefore, sadhana chatushtaya sampada, sannyasitva, going to the Guru, from the Guru listening Tattvamasi Mahavakya, doing the Vicharana contemplation, that result is discovering that Akhanda Ekarasa, Paramatma Tattva. So, etat Tattvamasyadi Vakya Pratipadya Ekarupam Akhanda Ekarasam iti. Tattvamasi Mahavakya ityadi do the Pratipadana, the establishment of this Ekarupa Paramatma, and also is Akhanda Ekarasa. Iti. That is the meaning of etat viduhu. Okay. And how that viduhu should happen? Is that knowing of the Paramatma is like knowing anything objectively? No. Yavat viduhu. The real Vedanam, knowing of this Brahman is what? Brahma aham asmiti aparokshi kuryu. Brahma aham asmi. Underline this word. That Brahman which is Ekarupa Akhanda Ekarasa. That Brahman which is Pratipadita by the Mahavakya. That Brahman which is realized by that Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna Sannyasi is realized as what? Ahamasmi. Brahma Ahamasmi iti aparokshi kuryo. Finally, the aparoksha Brahmanubhuti we have to gain. That Brahman which I am studying in Upanishad is my own self. The ones who this way viduhu. Otherwise, the viduhu shabda will be less understood or misunderstood. What is the less or misunderstanding? I have studied Upanishads, now I have understood what's Brahman. Because it is said viduhu. But so Shankara Bhagavan has to say, yeah, viduhu is not knowing the Brahman like you know a tree or mountain or anybody. Knowing the Brahman is Brahma ahamasmi iti aparokshi kuryo. Those who made it, the aparoksha anubhuti of that Brahman. They only. To them, what's the result? Amrutaha bhavanti. What is Amrutaha bhavanti? Te yatokta jnaninaha. Those such jnanis alone, jnaninaha amrutaha bhavanti. Amrutaha bhavanti means amarana dharmanaha bhavanti. Amarana dharmana means punaravarti rahitaha bhavanti ityartha. Isn't it? They become immortal means they don't die. To die, one has to be born. They won't die means they won't be born. They won't be born, they won't be dying means no janma marana. That's called no bandhana. And when do we get janma marana bandhana? When we are having avidya, ignorance about the self, and also the sufficient karmas done, of which to give us the karma phala, we are given the janma adi. So when the atma anubhava came, avidya gone. En route only all vasanas are burnt. Therefore, no need for us to be given the shariras, which are called as janma and marana. अब देखो अमृताः भवन्ति इज इक्वल टू अवर्ण धर्माण भवन्ति इज इक्वल टू पुनरावृत्ति रहिता भवन्ति इज इक्वल टू जन्म मरण रहिता भवन्ति इज इक्वल टू मुक्ताः भवन्ति. Who ज्ञानिनः? What ज्ञान? ब्रह्म ज्ञान. In what way? अपरोक्ष अनुभूति रूपेण. That Brahman is I am. This aham brahmasmi anubhuti aparoksha rupena, which frees us from the janma marana samsara. How do we get it? Tattvamasi mahavakya janita or pratipadita. Listen Tattvamasi Vakya from the Guru and contemplate on that. But whom the Guru will welcome or give place to stay and gives this Tattvamasi Vakya Udesha? The one who is a sannyasi. And who is a sannyasi? The one who has got sadhana chatushtaya sampada. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada, Sannyasitva, Guru Upasadanam, Guru Seva from the Guru Tattvamasi Mahavakya Shravanam, then Tattvamasi Mahavakya Pratipadita, Brahma Atma Rupena Anubhuti is equal to the Janma Marana Rahityam is equal to Moksha. अब इन बातों में स्पष्टता नहीं आया का अर्थ क्या हुआ? We are not yet purified ourselves, matured ourselves, or we are not intense or sincere in our this pursuit of wanting to understand through Upanishads what the rishis Shruti Mata is trying to say about the goal. अश्रद्धा का ये लक्षण है कि हम उसको ये बात को ठीक तरह नहीं समझ रहे हैं. लाइक द क्लास में बच्चा इधर उधर देख रहा है, सो रहा है, नहीं सुन रहा है द टीचर वॉट एवर इज टीचिंग, and next day has not done the homework in the exams in that particular subject, he has got minimum marks least. इसका अर्थ क्या है? That fellow is not having shraddha in that subject. In the same way, if you are irregular, if you are insincere, if you are not putting efforts, if you are not gaining this most important, at least Siddhanta Jnana, it all proves we have no shraddha. And the solution is what? Increase the shraddha. Prove that in the form of clear-cut understanding about this and make it absolutely subjective and personal. What do you mean by subjective personal? It is I who have to develop sadhana chatushtaya sampada. It's I who have to become the sannyasi. It is I who have to reach to that Guru Maharaj. It is me that I have to request him and listen from him the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, in which how Guru explains to me the Vachyartha of the Tvapada, Lakshyartha of the Tvapada, Vachyartha of the Tatpada, Lakshyartha Tatpada. Then how he tells from the Vachyartha Drishtya, Tattvamasi is not possible, but Lakshyartha Drishtya, Tattvamasi is possible. Therefore, so look at the world and Ishvara, but reject the Rupanama, understand the existing Brahman behind them, look at yourself and reject all the Upadis, understanding the existence of the Satchidananda Atma within. And from that standpoint of Lakshyartha, Tat and Tvam are one. Tat Brahma, Tvam Atma are one. Therefore, Atma is Aham, Brahma is Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. This is how it is who has to intellectually apprehend and through meditation apariyokshi kuryuhu aham brahmasmi iti aparokshi kuryu te jnaninaha amritaha avarnadharmaha apunaravrti or punaravrti rahitaha bhavanti ityartaha. See that if we have really got that little of memory power or even sympathy or concern, so far in last 4 chapters, how many times in how many shlokas the Shwethashwathara Rishi and again Bhagavan Shankara combined have given us the packages of complete sadhana. complete understanding. One of this is this. Isn't it? And in the first two lines, that Paramatma's Mahima glory is said. एष देवो विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसा विक्लुप्तः ये एतद्विदुः ते अमृताः भवन्ति. अब इतना महान ज्ञान दिया है यहाँ. How much grateful we have to be, how much sincere we have to be for ourselves. Now, same way are the further mantras. Mantra number, next one we are seeing 18th. उसका संबंध भाषा देखते हैं, मंत्र पढ़ते हैं, मंत्रार्थ देखते हैं. समय है तो भाष्य भी देखें. फर्स्ट, व्हाट इज द कंटेंट इन द 18th मंत्र? ज्ञान से द्वैत निवृत्ति का उपदेश. By the jnana, the dvaita nivritti. Like yesterday in the earlier mantra, jnaninaha. Eka rupa akhanda eka rasa brahma aham asmiti avarokshi kuryuhu. It was said, no? So here also, jnana se dvaita nivritti. Now, in this sentence also, there is some value, some importance. What is it? That is the real jnana which helps us in moksha. Because savidyaya vimuktaye. That's called as vidya or jnanam, which should liberate us. And what liberates us? Ekamevadvya paramatma. Therefore, if ekamevadvya paramatma is satya, part of the dvaita, dvaita is kalpita, not real. Therefore, through the understanding of the dvaita being kalpita, the further understanding about the ekamevadvya brahma as the substratum, this is called as sahi vidya and sahi jnana. And that every jnana where the dvaita is promoted on the name of jnana, it's a jnana only because that dvaita creates samsara. That's why in Gita also, spashta rupena, what is sattvika jnana? वह क्लियरली कहते हैं कि इन द अनेक पृथक्त्वेषु एकत्व ज्ञान इज द सात्विक ज्ञान. वेत्ति सर्वेषु भूतेषु तज्ज्ञानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्. पृथक्त्वेन ते ज्ञानं नानाभावान् पृथग्विदान् वेत्ति सर्वेषु भूतेषु तज्ज्ञानं राजसं श्रुतम्. Sattvic jnana is what? Where we see oneness. And in life also, oneness alone liberates us. Dvaita always binds us. Therefore, when it is said jnana se dvaita nivritti, it means the dvaita removing jnana alone is real jnana. That jnana you gain and get freed from dvaita drishti, in which alone is samsara. That's why yesterday, day before we saw, and again Skanda Purana or in our other text, all the time be in the mood कि everything is the Atman, everything is Brahman, everything is one reality. You know, in the Skanda Purana, dekhna, Sarvam Shivamayam only. Everything was Shiva Swarupa for that sadhaka. It was so beautiful. These are the things we have to catch whenever they are thrown at us. Make use of them. Great things you have to catch and make use of them. That's our greatness. So greatest thing is this. Jnana se Dvaitika Nivritti is equal to Dvaita Nivritti Jnana alone is real Jnana, because only in Dvaita there is bondage, only in Advaita there is moksha. So Jnana se Dvaitika Nivritti explained. Now, Sambandha Bhashya. One says, I just read it out, I can explain. Kalatraye api muktau प्रलयादौ च परमात्मा कूटस्थः इति निश्चयात् जाग्रत् स्वप्नयोरपि भ्रान्त्या सद्वितीयत्व अवभासः वस्तुतस्तु सदा निर्भेदः एव इति आह. अगेन कालत्रयेऽपि मुक्तौ प्रलयादौ च परमात्मा कूटस्थः इति निश्चयात् जाग्रत् स्वप्नयोरपि भ्रांत्या सद्वितीयत्व अवभासः वस्तुतस्तु सदा निर्भेदः एव इति आह. And those who have studied Mandukya Upanishad, for them all these things are very easy. Because that Mandukya has spoken highest already. And thank God we don't remember anything. इसलिए हमको ये सब नया नया ही दिखता है. By mistake, anybody knows that? Oh, it is all we studied already in Mandukya. So first, Kalatraye api. Second, Muktau. Third, Pralayadau cha. Kalatraye api, in all three periods of time of Bhuta Bhavishyad Vartaman. Mukta means at the time of Mukti, total Pralaya of the Srishti or a individual's Mukta Sthiti. Pralayadau, even at the Pralaya Kala. So Kalatraya mein, Mukti Kala mein, Pralaya mein bhi, Paramatma is one without second and he is Kutastha. Paramatma is one without second and is changeless, immutable, birthless, deathless. So one side, all the three kalas are continuously happening. Second side, in that time, some jivas are trying getting moksha. Third time, the whole Srishti has gone into Pralaya. At all this time, the substratum of all of that, the Paramatma is one, one without second, and he is changeless, Kutastha. Iti Nishchayat, with the Nishchaya about Paramatma in this way. Iti Nishchayat, with the clear-cut understanding of Paramatma to be so. So Nishchayat, we attend to. Jagrat Swapnayoho Abhi. Even the Jagrat Swapnavastha may be, actually the Paramatma Tattva is always one without second. But instead of seeing that one without second Paramatma, are we not seeing the Dvaita? Jagrat Drishya, Jagata and me the Jagrat Purusha. Dvaita. So to Swapna Jagat and Swapna Purusha Dvaita. ये द्वैत कहाँ से आया? जागृत स्वप्नयोरपि भ्रांत्या सद्वितीयत्वम सद्वितीयत्व अवभाषा. Sadvitiyatva means duality. Is Bhrantya Avabhasa. It's only out of delusion it is imagined or projected. The Dvaita both in Jagrat and Swapna. Sushupti mein to kuch hi nahi hai, sara null and void there. So in the Sushupti null and void, in Jagrat and Swapna, Sadvitiyatvam out of Bhranti. But actual thing is Ekameva Advaya Brahma, which is Kutastha, whether it is in Srishti Sthiti Laya Kala of past, present, future, or in the Pralaya Kala, or anybody's Mukta Sthiti. So Bhuta Bhavishyad Vartaman में भी मुक्ति स्थिति में प्रलय काल में भी परमात्मा एक है कूटस्थ है. But instead of experiencing him, we see in our Jagrata and Swapna Avastha the Dvaita. So this Sadvitiyatvam is the Bhrantya Avabhasaha. Conclusion is Vastutastu. In reality. Vastuta means really dekha jaye to sada always nirbheda eva. There is bheda rahita, bheda, vinna, one without second Atman alone. Iti aha. Vastutastu nirbheda eva iti aha. In reality, bheda rahita ekavevadvaya Brahman alone is there. Sadvitiyatva avasa, Jagrata and Swapna mein, it's only out of Bhranti. But otherwise, in the seeming Srishti Sthiti Pralaya, in the seeming Bhuta Bhavishyad Vartamana Kala, in the seeming bondage of somebody and at the time of liberation, ब्रह्म एक ही है, कूटस्थ है. हमने उसके ऊपर द्वैत को अवभाषण किया. We only have projected and accepted. Therefore, it is our job to reject the projected duality and accept the existing one without second reality. ये मंत्र उसका द्योतक है. We'll chant it twice. Enjoy it tomorrow. Om yada tamastana divana ratrihi न सन्न चासन शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी. अगेन यदा तमस्तन्न दिवानरात्रिः न सन्न चासन शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी. So yada atamaha, when there is no tamasya, tat na diva na ratrihi, neither day nor night, na san na asan, neither it is gross nor subtler. At that time, what is there is Paramatma. And what is his nature? Shiva eva kevala. So it's all Jagar Sapna Shushupti Atitatvam. With Bhashyam, when we study, we become clear. Tadaksharam. That is the Akshara Parabrahma. Tat Savituhu Varenyam. That is what is a glorious glow which we continuously see in the Lord Surya. Prajna cha tasmat prasuta purani. And all the prajna of the Veda Jnana to get moksha, prajna about the world for worldly vyavahara, all of that has come out of that Paramatma Tattva only. So, very mystical, subtler, indicative is the meaning in this mantra. So, tomorrow when you come, we'll study it with Bhashyam Adbhutam. So, in that way, one by one mantra, 18th it is, so 19, 20, 21, 22, that's it. This chapter will be over. Then we go to the fifth one. So let our consistency and Shraddha invoke divine grace that we are able to grasp the deep subject and retain it and use it for our own spiritual convictions, spiritual practices, spiritual experiences, spiritual evolutions. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaय Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paravrashibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Nirmata Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Join the Gita class. Vasudeva Rakshama Paima. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.